A few days ago, the Strongest Battlegrounds got a new update, but there's a bunch of stuff in this update that a lot of people don't even know got added. But boys, you already know I got you covered, and today I'm going to be telling you about 10 things that you missed in the new update. All the way from a couple simple changes to a new move that you probably didn't even know about. So without further ado, let's get into the first one, which actually has to do with the new character Blade Master, aka Atomic Samurai. Now, previously, Atomic Samurai had Sonic's M1s, but as of this update, Atomic Samurai has grown up, and Atomic Samurai now has his own M1s. Now, these M1s aren't any better or any worse than any other character. They're purely cosmetic. But honestly, these are some of the cleanest M1s in the entire game. But a lot of you guys probably already knew about that one. But did you realize that one of Atomic Samurai's moves was actually renamed? If you actually look at the bottom of the screen, you can see that Deadly Cascade was actually renamed to Quick Slice. It's still like pretty much the exact same move. It just has a different name. Oh yeah, and speaking of Quick Slice, they also added a new finisher for it in this update. As you can see, the character kind of pops like that. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what you call that. It's sort of like in the old Lego games, when you'd kill an opponent and they'd fall to pieces. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, and speaking of finishers, Atmos Cleave also got a new finisher, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, you go down to the ground and you do this. And once again, your opponent pops like a little Lego minifigure from the Lego Star Wars game on the PlayStation 2. So yeah, those finishers are really cool. I'll let you see the Atmos Cleave finisher one more time because I just think it looks so sick. And I think it's good that they added an ice finisher to Atmos Cleave because that'll make up for its nerfs. Yeah, in this update, they actually nerfed Atmos Cleave. It actually does quite a bit less damage now. As you can see, it only does 19% of their health, which still isn't bad. And I think they definitely made up for it by adding 2 new moves to the game. So I think the good outweighs the bad here. And guys, that brings us on to our 6th point. And that is that there's 14 new emotes in this update. And I'm about to show them all to you. Skip to this point in the video if you don't want to see these. But for those of you that haven't gotten the chance to see all these new emotes yet, you already know I got you covered. Our first emote is Skull. The second emote is the Broom emote. The third emote is the Countdown emote. And as you can see, you hold a pistol above your head and do that. The fourth emote is the Cook emote, which is pretty cool. For the fifth emote, you pull out a pistol and aim it at the ground, and after a couple seconds, you shoot it. The sixth emote is a traversal emote where you have groceries in your bag. This one's called Groceries. The seventh emote is Fist Bump, but I don't really have anyone to do it with right now, so this is what it'll look like right here, okay? Our 8th emote is called Fool, and as you can see, it's another one that has to do with guns. It looks pretty cool, pretty intimidating. I like it. Our 9th emote is the Y emote, and I love this one. I think it's so funny. Definitely gonna be using this one when I rage in ranked. Our 10th emote is the Rage emote, and this one's so funny. Pretty relatable too, let's be real. Next up, our 11th emote is called Rolling. As you can see, you whip out a video camera. Our 12th emote is called Stay Down, and as you can see, it's just telling your opponent to stay down. Our 13th emote is called Snake, and as you can see, you whip out 2 pistols. This one looks really cool. And our 14th and final emote, for this one, you pull out a camera, and then you review the picture, it prints out, and it prints out a picture of a nerd. That one's probably one of my favorites. And on the topic of emotes, they actually added a new UI for whenever you're trying to do, like, emotes with other people. Here, wait, let me get someone in here real quick. I'll show you. All right, so as you can see, I got my friend Wyvern right here, and as you can see, whenever he offers to dap me up, this really cool GUI now comes up. And if I click on it, then yeah, we do the dap up emote together, which is way better than it was before. All right, guys, next up, there's a new private server setting, and I actually was using it earlier in the video. It's called Finishers Only, and you can actually enable it like this. Now, if I spawn in a dummy or I'm trying to fight another opponent, it's gonna set everyone's health to 7%. And so now I can use finishers 100% of the time. So yeah, that's a super highly requested feature. We've been waiting for a really long time for this. And another thing that we've been waiting for a really long time is the ability to not only increase our multipliers, but also have the ability to decrease our multipliers. That's right. Let's say I wanted to set my health multiplier to 0.5. I no longer have to spam click until it goes all the way up and then resets back down to 0.5. I can literally just right click one time and it goes down to it. And I actually got this update added to the game. So let me know if you want a video on how I got that added. Huge shout out to the owner for adding that one. That's going to be super useful for my streams and stuff. Make sure to let me know how you plan to use that one in the comments down below. All right, guys, coming in at number 9, it's that spawn protection now actually lasts longer whenever you first join the game. So that if you have like a slow computer or something, then you have more time to load into the game before getting beat up, which is pretty nice. But once you're fully loaded into the game, this doesn't really happen anymore. It only works whenever you first join the game. All right, guys, now the moment that you've been waiting for. What is this new move that's in the game? Well, guys, it's actually a variant for Pinpoint Cut. As you can see, if I hold down space and then use Pinpoint Cut, it's gonna do this, which is pretty different from what the move normally looks like. As you can see, you fly up into the air and then like dash down. It looks really similar to jet dive, actually. I will say the hitbox on this is a bit of a nightmare, but once you learn how to use it, it becomes a lot better. This one's definitely going to be really good for combos. Also, just as a quick bonus, on your screen right now is all of the hot fixes and stuff that got added in this update afterwards. And there's some additional balance changes too. So if you want to go back and pause the video, there's a couple buffs and nerfs in there, and you can go read up on those if you want. But yeah, guys, one thing that a lot of people miss is that they're not actually subscribed to my channel. So make sure to go down below and double check to make sure that you are. Anyways, I hope that you learned something new today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Peace.